Everybody, welcome to Higher Plane Games. My name is Simon, and this is Twin Mirror, the latest game released by Don't Nod, which I have been curiously looking forward to, whilst also trying to avoid almost everything about it at the same time. I'm a huge fan of Don't Nod's games, specifically the Life is Strange series. I recently just picked up Tell Me Why, actually, on the latest Steam sale, because it was 33% off. So I've got a couple to catch up on. But this is the one that came out on Tuesday. It looks interesting from the trailers, but I've purposely avoided everything else since. This is literally me booting it up for the first time on the PS4 standard. So no Pro, no PS5, anything like that. I'll be relatively quiet during the play section that I'll do during the stream. I'm not sure how long I'll go for the stream because I don't want to spoil things, but I want to be able to give people a flavour of exactly what's out there, because this looks like it's going to be a really fascinating narrative adventure. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up. Let's dive in. Probably straight to the menu. Oh, okay. To a user license agreement. I hope that doesn't say that it's going to come and take me away because we're accepting. Yeah, I did. Till the M is barely visible. My TV is really dark, so I always have to go quite light on these things. Journal stats. Options credit. Let's take a little look first. Yeah, we'll keep subtitles on. Controls. Open journal, interact. Okay. Alright, let's dive in. What's the worst that can happen? If anyone has any questions, either during the stream or afterwards, just leave them down below and I get back to everyone anyway, so.
Skies are finally clearing up after a light rain fell most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
No, my days don't weigh the same. Change my clothes and wash my nose. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I look down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Don't Nod always love setting a musical scene, and I'm always for it every game.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Really? Oh. Lens flare. What did we do without lens flare before? It was in every game ever. No littering.
Funeral isn't for a while, and I'm not gonna walk into town.
Just checking. Okay, we're on it.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart.
Setting that mood heavy and thick from the outset. Have we made sure we knew how generous they were?
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was going to keep zooming in. Restoration made possible thanks to generous donations of the New Virginia Coal Link.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
View of Basswood. Founded in 1865, the small mining town quickly grew. Oh, he's going to read it. Ah, that's better. At its peak, Basswood produced more coal than any other town in West Virginia, with the Basswood mine being one of the most consistent coal mines in the US. Basswood is also a wonderful place to simply let nature be nature, outside with the Appalachian Trail. Hundreds of miles of hiking trails, perfect example of the true Western Virginian way of life. Basswood is both a reminder of its past and a glimpse into its bright future. Closed sucks. Ruined. Oh dear. Someone's been busy. Cemetery, Basswood River, Basswood Mine. Oh, we can look at them all.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Love the lighting effects on this.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway. Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal.
Too right.
Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it. These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone. A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it. I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Until what day? Ooh.
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
We can dream.
Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
I am loving this. Basswood rail accident. Damage track lead to Can I get up there? No.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
I'm assuming it's the same thing.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening. come on, Anna. Look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
Trophy.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Oh, read a new journal entry. Here we go. Investigation. Oh, okay. Lots of stuff. I decided to take a walk on a promenade before next war. I thought it wasn't ready to face Basewood again, but the past is already pulling me back in. My memories are so vivid. Okay. Remember that night at the spyglass? Return to the car. You've wasted enough time. Ouch. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that these update as you go through. Memento. The one that got away. Oh, she's got several mementos. No choice has been made in this scene yet. Show friend stats. Oh, good. They've carried that one over from their previous games.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again. I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here. Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
End credits. Are you still coming? I really hope you can. It'll be at the Haven. Oh, choices already. Nick won't care. I'm almost there. Oh, we've got to go to his funeral. If he's like a...
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Oh, okay. I'm loving the mood of this game. Love me a depressing thing. Oh, more trophies. Way back home. Oh. That's not who I thought Bug would be.
Yuli, you actually came.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
Ooh. Let me explain. I'm sorry, let's not talk about this. I'm permanently apologetic in all of my life, so I'm going to go with I'm sorry.
Look, Joan, I messed up.
You said you wouldn't leave. You said... I don't remember exactly, but you pinky swore.
I didn't mean to lie. I just screwed up. After Anna broke up with me, I'm sorry. I wish words meant anything. I wish this didn't make it harder for you to trust me now.
You could have at least called something, especially after... You know, after my dad.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead?
What if it leads to the truth? That could change everything.
An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation?
A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself.
This is a wake. If you poke around, people may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on,
Friends don't lie to each other.
even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Ooh. I feel like there's a decision in the middle to be made. Keep her out of it. But then she's just going to be peed off at us. So I would personally say that I'd promise to look into it, but then if I was me, I would then be like, but there may be nothing to be had, so shush. We're going to promise to look into it. We shall go emotion overhead, I think.
Okay. I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Why are you wearing denim to your father's wake? Mind you, it is at the pub. Okay, journal has been updated. Let's take a look. Everyone knows Nick and I are best friends. Everyone thinks I owe it to him to be here. His daughter Joan goes even further. She thinks I should stay here and investigate her father's death. Our old boss Walter is sure to have something to say. I won't be able to sneak past him. Go inside the bar. Okay, so we've updated. Of course we're doing it for ourselves. Okay, she has mementos too. I'm assuming that these are collectibles or something. Let's try and escape immediately. Oh, of course there's a church.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. That smile she had when I gave it to her. She could barely get on it back then.
Yeah?
One of Nick's favorite matchups. Might be the first game he'll miss. The old bar sign. Reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids.
Oh, trophy. Lost and found. Coming through the back door will get me looks. Okay, let's not do the back door. I thought that police car lit up then as if I could do something with it. I think it's just the lighting.
Yes, the cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do.
Okay.
Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Awkward. I'm assuming that then adds... Seeing the old Joker was nicer than expected. Anything else here? Oh, looks like a newspaper.
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
It's a massive font.
Must have been a hard issue to write.
Okay, let's have a look.
I'm not ready for this.
Me generally before I go to work.
Here we go.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that means you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? As if you aren't, well, Nick's memory only goes so far. That's what I thought.
Come on, it ain't worth it. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Hello?
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Christ. Friendly.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
She's nuts.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
But no more than
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
4,000.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to do. That amount is damaging in the long term.
I always get worried with these that I'm going to do stuff and make the story progress before I actually hit things. So we'll go to Kathy.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town, all right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Ooh. That's interesting. Do I want to go Mind Palace or do I... I don't really want to go to the Mind Palace, I don't think. I'd rather pin it.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. I wonder who took that picture. Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then.
It's quite difficult sometimes to get it to trigger what you want it to do.
He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us. Those two were a great team.
Okay.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
If you must know, I still haven't bounced back from when Anna and I broke up.
I think you mentioned she broke up with you. Yeah, but I hear you. Yeah, that's how I ended up in this shit town. Chasing a woman. Yeah, then she left and I got stuck here with 2 kids. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part. you were staying here.
So, attend the wake page, Hamilton, Nick, talk to Anna. Wow, lots of people. God, everyone's got mementos. Oh, Hugh doesn't. Ah, okay.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to?
Okay. I'll do the read because I'm not quite sure if it triggers. And then there's things like that that don't, where I feel like it should.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers. You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more. There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Yes, I know, I know. Can we talk to her?
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
Could be better. My best friend just died.
No need to snap at me, Sam. I ain't the enemy here.
I didn't mean it
Your
like
allies
that.
are in short supply, so be careful what you say. You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Huh. Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
Oh, it's like
This
gonna...
reminds me of when I lost my pa. Death sure changes how we think of someone.
I didn't know you read Dickens, Ethan.
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
You just quoted him a couple of times, and I thought it sounded good.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
Christ.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Jesus Christ. She needs a spin-off.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Oh, that would have been where I'd have come in if I'd have gone the other way.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Sun on the beach. No sex.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize...
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us, join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came, most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years, my best reporter. What do you even say about it?
Remember that article? Something about stoplights? No one cared, but he did. Months of effort.
Yield signs. He approached each story with his pen like a knight wielding a sword.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot in Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
I like him, let's be honest.
I spend all day doing nothing. I don't even count days, they just blur together. Nick's death barely hit me. It was like a pinprick compared to just everything.
Time heals most wounds. Some it just makes worse. Sounds like you need something to pull you out of your rut.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Oh, I feel like as a reporter he would be the best person to ask. But I don't want to piss people off. I'm not sure.
Oh, Walter, can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas, a careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
I think he's probably going to end up being the big baddie, but never mind.
That's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up after what happened.
Girl! I've spoken to them. I don't want to speak to her yet. Oh, there's so many things that can take you to the Mind Palace, but I'm a bit worried that...
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
drum machine.
Anna used to play it almost every night. She stopped after her father's accident.
Ooh, journal updated. Oh, so that is actually a memento that we can... Okay. Okay.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit.
I'm going to talk to her because I'm worried about the Mind Palace. Because if that then shifts time, I wonder if I'll just mong out and then not actually be able to chat to her at all.
Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
It was because of you. It does hurt to come back, but I'm also here now. It hurts to come back.
I won't lie. It really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds? The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers.
And long memories.
But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It doesn't make it easier, though.
It's gotta make it a little easier. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Juicy.
Yeah. That's, you two must be so hard.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was gonna tell you.
Yeah, I knew, but knowing and, knowing are different.
Yeah, I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Oh, I'm not gonna... That's really callous. Was he murdered? No.
It's hard for me to really just wrap my head around it. Nick being gone. Smart. Don't rock the boat when the person in the boat just lost a loved one.
It's big. I can't get my head around it either. His stuff is all over my house, but he's just missing. Things without an owner. Most of it I'll probably give to Joan and Kathy, throw away. I don't even know. Sam, I'm tired, and if I'm gonna drink and cry, I want to do it alone. I played that stupid song like I told myself I would. He said, or he used to say, it made him ache. I did it, and I'm going home. We need to catch up, though. Let's meet for coffee tomorrow and talk. Really talk. 9:30?
Yeah, maybe.
I'll be at the cafe across from the paper. Christina's. It was honestly nice seeing you.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Right. One all has been updated. Great, great, great. So we've looked around at everyone. We are still at the wake. Drown your sorrows with Walter. Okay. Right, now I want to...
That one ran him out of town. I wonder what he's planning to ruin this time.
So what happens if you do Mind Palace?
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Daddy, 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 open your eyes and wake up. The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how
Creepy. Okay, we're back. Are we still... Okay. Oh, that's annoying. We could have got that other one. I thought we'd miss everything. Because it's implied that you lose time as you use the Mind Palace. So that's why I didn't do it on that photo. Can we get back and try it again?
Look
No.
at us.
Bugger. Oh well, if there's a trophy or an achievement for that, to get all the memories, we've already buggered it up and we're only half hour in. Right. Have we chatted with everyone? Done deck then. Did the darts.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
No, we've done that. Right, I think then... Yeah. Let's join Walter at the bar.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
I know. Ah.
It does look tempting.
Do it.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He was always good with Joan, though Kathy did the heavy lifting. Took her to school, fed her, clothed her, and Nick would pick her up. Play dad for a few hours. Mostly she'd just sit in the office drawing. He'd drop her back off with her mom after dinner.
Greater men have done far less by their daughters. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed, few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Well, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
I'm the one dwelling on these things.
Wakes get sad. Very sad. Death and drinking is a heady brew.
Still, I'm showing jealousy for a dead man. Not the best look.
Some would say being honest with yourself is the only way to honor friends. How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. Who could prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down. Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan could lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything. Don't touch me.
Joan.
Leave me alone. Ugh, you guys are all so stupid.
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
That could be a car crash, but we'll do it.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if the years didn't smooth their animosity as much as I hoped.
Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea.
You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
Oh, they're all quite antagonistic.
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back.
I couldn't let you miss this.
You just showed up.
You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid.
No promises.
Hey Preston 5, I am about an hour in, but I'm a slow player. So the very beginning of the game was straight on at the very start of the stream. I'm playing completely blind.
Checkout was at 9. Sir, we need the room.
No. Stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? Ugh, I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Yeah, loving it so far, Preston. Very atmospheric and suitably depressively miserable, which I love. But I'm a big fan of everything that I've played from Don't Nod so far. The only one I've not played yet, and I picked it up in the Steam sale actually last week, was Tell Me Why, because it was Xbox and PC. So I was just waiting for that.
Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more.
Pay an extra day. Why is it so bright outside? Because you've got a hangover, mate. Take some pills. I don't
God,
think
what
so.
a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed.
Okay, we're not going to look at the Holy Bible.
Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud. At least it won't take me long to get my things.
This reminds me of Christmas bashers. Take a shower? No.
already feel more human. Now, where did I put my shirt? I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
Don't know. Pretty white to me. Right.
If my jacket's here, my shirt can't be far.
Oh. Sorry, is it in the fridge?
Please let there be water.
No, no food. I'll just throw it all up. Is that... No, that's not water. That is vodka, the opposite of water. No, no more beer. I need water.
I can't seem to trigger anything else. The only, don't know if you're still watching, Preston, people have been diving in and out really quickly.
No water, of course.
I do find that it's occasionally a little bit tricky to trigger what you actually want to go for. But aside from that, the actual game itself is superb so far. Right, jacket. That's not the shirt, that's a tea towel. Where the hell is the shirt? Is it? Oh, there it is. Huh? What the fuck?
That's not good. That's... Where did I get this? What did I do?
Plot twist. Oh, I'm actually in control. I'm assuming I avoid these. Steady yourself.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
I'm assuming I then go through this? Yes. Really? Oh. Shit.
Find the way to calm down.
I'm on it, mate. I was not expecting this. Focus. Thank you. Oddest running simulator ever.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
I love the way how it tries to visualize mental health throughout all of this game. Right, what the hell? Mirror.
Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately.
But they all look the same.
Hide. It's never happened. Going on. If I run, I'll keep running. And you face what happened. Answers. Get far away. Don't think. Just go. As fast as I can.
Okay. We are not going to run away because we have got Joan to look after.
Hide. It's never happened. Going on.
Hiding is not grand either.
If I run, I'll keep running. You face what happened. Answers.
I feel like we need to face what's happened and find some answers.
Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers.
Trophy, foot in the door.
I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective. There's too many questions about last night. All the obvious answers are bad, but worth knowing. Not all answers are worth knowing. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Oh, trophy. Things could be worse. How are we doing on time? I don't want to spoil too much of the game. Okay, we're coming up. Hour and 20.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Okay.
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt. Ethan and his parents. And I'm guessing that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together.
It says take, but I feel like if I take something, surely that shows that I would then be... I would have been in here, if that makes sense. Not used effectively given the smell. Okay. No dead body in the freezer. I've watched too much of that chapter on YouTube. Right. Don't want to take anything. Don't want to go in there.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened.
Oh, hello.
I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass? These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them? What knocked this clock off the pillar?
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
Oh, crap.
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
It seems there was a fight. That could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
I would love to, but not right now.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
You can actually play it. No. Oh, how hilarious is that? Oh. Death to all.
Chasing and being chased by ghosts.
Oh, there's a trophy. Waka waka. Excellent. Okay. Right, what else have we got? Oh, don't walk on your dead best friend's photos. Anything else? Oh, that's on the floor.
What a mess. Hope this wasn't me.
Oh, hello. Oh, come on.
Definitely not the wake Nick would have wished for.
Which is fine, but there we go.
Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
Apologies, this is being a bit long and drawn out. Is that blood?
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night.
Okay, I was hoping that that would then lead to something. Oh, okay, we can't go back in. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Apologies, this is probably quite cringe-worthy to watch. I can't quite work out what I'm supposed to do next. Ah. Oh, hello.
DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened?
Oh, we've changed colour.
Wouldn't surprise me. I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night.
Just the flowers are ruined. Looks like they were knocked over, then stepped on. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked. Could be the same blood that was on my shirt.
Let's do this.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. I just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways.
I have to think it through. Find out what really happened.
Answer the question to start forming the hypothesis. I'm loving the visuals of this. So, we were drinking
My memory
here.
ends here. But there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me? I was drinking on my own, and someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
Well, there was blood over there. But this was... Surely it goes to here, towards
Something
the
hit
pillar.
the pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Which then in my head makes us then go on the stage.
Looks like Not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
This is such guesswork. So it was Dennis's bracelet that was at the thing, wasn't it? It doesn't show you that, does it?
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night.
I love how it's reenacted. I mean, that makes sense to me. Let's try it.
I have the complete picture now.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch who...
Don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at the...
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him.
You think it's him?
I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is, if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well,
I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
Seems like a good thing to have escaped from.
of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? There's that coffee date with Anna. Anna might have to wait. I want to see if anyone has seen Dennis first. I don't know, I'll play it by ear. Just remember she's expecting you. She's extending the olive branch. Don't drop it. I still have time before meeting Anna. Might as well ask if anyone saw Dennis.
Okay. Inquire about Dennis. So we've got some more stuff on there. What do we know about Dennis already? IT guy that Paper used to work for. I remember him as bitter and mean-spirited. Dennis behaved like a total jerk last night, slagging off both Alec and Anna. How badly did I hurt him? Don't know. That's open for business. Alright, where am I actually going?
Really didn't think Miner's Day would have survived the mine closing down. Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her.
We'll do it anyway.
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. Any word on my dad? Did you really look into it?
I haven't found anything yet. I don't think.
Let me know if you find anything. Please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just... when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't... I don't know. I don't see this place. Or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kid stuff I gotta see about. So we're both busy.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2.
Hey, dude!
A statue honoring miners. Pretty meaningless now. Losing his legs seemed like the end of him, but he bounced back. Man, he's a rock. Joe.
Sam? You old bridge jumper, how you been? What's the calendar say?
2 years, Joe. It's been 2 years.
Too long. Heard you showed up yesterday. Boys give you trouble?
Maybe a little. But don't worry. It's hard for me to blame them.
After the mine closed, well, it ain't easy to put food on the table. Don't let that weigh on you. No one else has lost their legs recently.
So, how have you been holding up?
Terribly. But Anna keeps me young. How'd you ever let her get away?
You probably know better than me.
I heard all about it. Still, I always liked you. Straight shooters are a rare breed these days. I like a man that can look me in the eye and say what he means.
I noticed you weren't at the bar last night.
Went home after the service. Being crippled takes it out of you. Normally, I'd be rotting away in my recliner, but I like to come out, see the decorations, pay my respects to old Iron here. This town's been a mining town before I was born, and it'll be one after I die. It's good to get out and celebrate your roots every now and then.
I don't have the same perspective on Miners' Day that other people have.
No, I suppose you wouldn't.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
I wish. Just about the only guy I could talk hockey with.
Not football?
I want to talk football. I could just grab anybody on the street. Dennis actually enjoys a man sport. But no, I haven't seen him.
I have places I need to be, but it's good to see you.
Just promise you won't wait 2 years before saying boo again.
I'll do my best. Joe has no idea where Dennis went. Someone must have seen him after the fight. Never forget, huh? Hey, can I ask you something?
Hello, young man. And of course you can ask. No promise answering.
Why do you bother cleaning the memorial?
Well, everything has to look its best for today. Especially the miner. I really didn't think it was going to happen this year. Good thing Mr. Kirkland decided to help out. And besides, that way people can remember with pride we used to be rednecks.
That matters to you?
It should matter to every West Virginian.
And why do you think it should matter so much?
How many West Virginians does it take to screw in a light bulb?
This doesn't sound like a history lesson.
You answer my question, I'll answer yours. So, how many West Virginians?
2. One to hold the light bulb, the other to rotate the planet.
Not bad. The one I have in store is 3. 1 to replace the light bulb, 2 to complain about how the old one was better.
You ever find yourself like that? Mourning the past?
Sometimes. But I ain't like folks around here. I made my peace. The mine's not coming back. Don't mean we let our statues turn to rust. So, you still want to hear the story?
I'm all ears.
This fella here is a reminder of when coal miners stood together. You see, back 100 years ago, you'd be safer in the trenches than down in the mines. He didn't sit right with our boys. They demanded better conditions. Of course, the corporations, being what they are, refused and sent strike breakers.
The mine wars. Miners came out in force, Union men. Met the strike breakers over in Logan County.
That's right. 10,000 strong. And it all came to a head at Blair Mountain. The miners tied red bandanas around their necks for solidarity. Brotherhood. At least 100 men died in that blood spilled for what we have now.
Hi, Woman the Bird. Hope you're well.
I'm guessing you're fond of that story, huh? A lot of respect for rednecks.
Well, things were tough, but we were a united community back then. Anyway, I'll get back to it. Gonna give her a real spit shine. You take care now.
Well, that was a random history lesson, but interesting all at the same time.
Drowned 6 men. Basswood's mining started with an accident. Fitting.
Oh, what was that? Oh, it's flowers.
This is new. Domations. Now that's the Basswood I remember.
Hugh Jackson, Hugh Kirkland. We've met him already, haven't we, in the pub last night. Ethan's on there as well. Okay. Worth knowing if they're invested. See you, Jim. Oh, he's still walking. I thought that car was going backwards then.
No luck so far, but I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Okay.
I don't imagine Walter had obituaries in mind when he became editor-in-chief. She pulls the look off a lot better than I could.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I was born in Basswood. I was raised in Basswood, though I left for a few years.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? Feels like a ghost town sometimes, except ghosts haven't bothered leaving.
I feel like I've skipped something. I should have probably gone to... I should have gone to the pharmacy. I hope this doesn't trigger the next scene with Anna.
Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, humbug.
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
But you did. But you did.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise, but...
I wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time... but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
Dennis? No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings. Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. The 3 always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
Slowly decomposing. Oh, I love this, guys. It's complete misery. She's too busy body-y. We'll have to go, oh, you know.
It's been... Well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might miss it once it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now. I gotta go.
Amazing. Oh, I should have done slowly decomposing. Okay, so we're still on that. Here we go. Using graphs and data tables, efficient.
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh, right. You're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
I love how so many characters. What are these two up to? Hello? Hmm?
Not very inspired. That's a good one. Well, that's not spelled right. Not even close.
I hate those coffee signs when I walk past them. Too trite.
Christina is Basswood's resident godmother. She loves her small talk.
The cost. Right, so the overhead would
You seem
be...
real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. I'm trying to.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other, every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. It's just been a bit slow the last few years. All over town, really.
It's just a rough patch. People will adapt. They just need time.
It's not always easy to look on the bright side when you're trying to make it through. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day. But here we are.
I feel strange being back here. I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Anna kept coming in. But you stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you 2 dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course. Good luck with your book balancing.
So that's yet another thing that that pharmacist seems to have invested and sorted out. Sounds like he's buying everything up. Oh, buttermilk biscuits. Don't mind if I do. Good. That didn't trigger anything with Anna. I was wondering if it would. Right. I've been going for a while. I think I'm going to put a stop to it here because we've been doing 2 hours-ish. And I think this gives a relatively decent kind of slice of what this game, at least initially in its premise, is going to be for its first couple of hours. I have been playing it quite slowly, but that's kind of how I play Don't Nod games, because I like to get proper seeped into their atmosphere. But yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. It is darkly miserable. And it's got a really oppressive vibe, which I'm really, really liking.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
So, yeah, the town of Basswood has problems. We have multiple problems. And, yeah, plenty of mysteries to solve, people to keep in check. And I think there's going to be some dodgy little conspiracies going on in the background too. Ooh. Okay, I thought that was a thing there. So yeah, that is the first little chunk of Twin Mirror out now. This is the PS4 version, and thumbs up. Really enjoying it. I will be coming and circling back to a proper video review of it once I get to the end of it. And probably you'll have to play it a couple of times because obviously lots of different choices, so it'll be a while in the works. Until then, you guys take care. Any questions you have, leave them in the comments below. Bye-bye.